Hey guys, it's TJ and welcome back to my channel, Wake Your Face Beauty. So as you all can tell, this face is asleep and it is time for us to jump start our day. So in this makeup tutorial, I'm going to show you how I go from this to this. So I will leave a list of products used in this makeup tutorial in the description box down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and wake up this face. Guys, let's get started. So as you all can tell, my skin I've had a really bad reaction to all of the medication that my doctor has me on due to my Crohn's disease. And first I was on 3 different medications, and of course he had to add a new one. And so anytime I'm on a new medication, it always breaks me out, but that's okay. That's why we're here. We're going to cover this all up. And I already have a brow tutorial here on my channel, so check that out. So we're just gonna bypass this like that. Brows are done. So for my lid, you all, I just used this e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. And so now I am going to go in with this Makeup Geek Quad. I picked this up at Target, and these colors are so pigmented, you all. And I'm going to start with this shade here. I have no idea what kind of look I'm going for today. I'm just gonna do something. You guys, now I'm going to go in with it's my Raye palette. This is so worn out, but this is such a great palette. I'm going to go in with this darker shade here. And I am just going to blend this into my crease on top of the first shade that I put down, the Makeup Geek shade. And this is the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush. And now with the Morphe 506 brush, I'm just going to go in and soften the edges. And with this e.l.f. crease brush, I'm going to further go in and really soften the edges. And now I'm going to take this mini blush palette from Colourpop. And taking the lighter shades in this palette, I am going to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to just take these 2 colors and mix them together to create the shade that I want. Just going to slip this right underneath my brow very softly. And going back in with my e.l.f. brush, I am going to blend these colors together and soften this up. Blend, blend, blend. Blend your life away. If you spend a significant amount of time blending eyeshadows, you know you're on the right track. And now I'm going to take the Cut Crease Canvas by Makeup Revolution, and I'm just going to pop some of this on the back of my hand. And we are going to cut our crease. So I'm going back in with my Anastasia number 18 brush, the same brush that I use for my brows. So now I'm just going to take a flat brush and just really pat this in. This is the MAC 242 brush. Just going to pat this down. Almost like patting it in place. And so now I'm going to take this Milani liquid eyeshadow. Look how gorgeous this is. This is in the shade Peach Ella. And oh my goodness, look how gorgeous that is. So I always use these by putting a little bit on the back of my hand and using a brush as opposed to just taking it straight to my lid. So I'm taking this really small detailed brush. I'm going to coat this liquid eyeshadow and pop it in place. Right on top of Okay guys, so I'm going to go back into this Colourpop palette, and I'm going to take this shade in the middle and I'm going to pop this right on top of this liquid eyeshadow. Just a little. It's almost the same color. And this liquid eyeshadow is still a little bit wet, so it's going to help this stick. Now with this Morphe 431 brush, I'm going to take these two shades here and put this on the outer edge. And bring it in right on this outer corner here and slowly bringing it in to blend it in. And I love how it gives that iridescent effect. And going back into this Raye palette, I am going to, as you can see, I've almost hit pan. I have hit pan on this purple and so many of your other shades. It's just how much I love this palette. Yes, I'm going to go in and darken this even more. Yes. And oh, what the heck, I'm going to take this magenta pink shade in this palette and just pop a little of that right in here. Just for fun, because why not? And taking the black eyeshadow in this palette, I'm just going to put it right on this outer edge. And now I'm going to go in with my gel liner. The one I'm using is by Juvia's Place. And now I'm going to wing this out. And for my mascara, I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. Yeah guys, so this is all there is for the eyes, and so now I'm going to clean up underneath, right underneath where I laid this eyeliner. I cannot believe this came out this long. This was not my goal for today. But sometimes you just have to go with the flow, you know? My hand gets so heavy when it comes to makeup and when it comes to driving. Oh my gosh. And with my e.l.f. Camo sponge, I'm just going to blend this down a bit. I'm not going to blend it all the way in because I'm not even done. And so now moving on to the face, I have these two e.l.f. primers, the matte one and the Poreless. I like the Poreless better than the matte one, so I'm gonna go for this one today and just pop this right in here in the center. Oh, once again, your girl is heavy-handed. And on my nose. And a little bit on my forehead. And so I'm gonna wait about a minute or so and just allow this to get tacky. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna pop on my eyelashes. And so I picked these up, these iEnvy lashes up from the Beauty Supply. You all do not sleep on these Beauty Supply lashes. They are really good. And now I'm gonna take my glue duo, as in it's the black on one end and the clear on the opposite end. Also, I picked this up from the Beauty Supply, and I am going to take the dark side, the black side, and pop this on the lash band. And of course, give it a few seconds to get tacky. And with the white end, I am going to take this and sweep it across my liner, getting as close to my lashes as possible. And while that's getting tacky, I am just going to take a little bit of this Milk of Magnesia, and I picked the one up from the dollar store. I like this one the best, and I'm just going to put this in the areas where I will get oily. Not a lot, but just a little, because I do have oily skin, and of course here in the T-zone area, just to catch that oil, and definitely some on my nose. And now I'm just going to pop these lashes in place. And I'm going to press the false lashes into my natural lashes. And these are the iEnvy 3D collection number 113. And now you guys, I'm going to take a little bit of this Maybelline Fit Me Powder. And I am going to put this on my face. Also, this is going to help absorb all the oils in my face. I have really oily skin, you guys, so it is extremely necessary that I take all of these steps, especially when I have really long days, and I know that I'll be out for probably over 8 hours. This step is an absolute must, and especially in this heat wave. And now for foundation, you guys, I've been using this foundation. I picked this up from the Ulta website. It was on sale during the pandemic, and I believe it's still on sale. And so I'm just gonna pop a little bit of this on the back of my hand. It's a little orange, so I'm gonna mix it with another foundation, but this is in the shade Praline. And so with this CoverGirl Clean Fresh, this is in the shade Deep 620. I'm going to put a little bit of this with this foundation and mix these together. And it's going to give me the most gorgeous shade. It matches my ears, my neck perfectly. And I always like to start with the bottom portion of my face first. And so with this makeup sponge, this is from the brand Essence, I am going to work this into my skin.
Making sure to blend this down into my neck.
And now I'm going to move to the top portion, which is my forehead, of course. And I'm just going to blend. Make sure you get right in that hairline. And be careful when working around your brows. Okay guys, so now I'm going to take this crease brush from Real Techniques and just blend this foundation in my inner corner in this area. And moving on to concealer, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Camo concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Beige. And put this in the areas that I want to highlight. And now taking the inside of this sponge, I'm just going to begin to blend until it's all blended in. This likes to dry down really fast, so you really have to move fast. before it all sets. And now I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution powder, and this is in the shade medium yellow, and I'm just going to set underneath my eyes only with this shade. And this is one of my favorite powders. And for the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with this black Opal, and this is in the shade Neutral Light 200. And I am going to set the rest of my face with this. Definitely want to set this forehead, get this shine off. And I'm going to go in and spray my face with this Mario Badescu spray, just so that my face doesn't look as cakey. Whew. Okay guys, so now I'm going to take this LA Girl eyeliner, and this is the brown one. I have no idea the name. I can't even see it, but I'll make sure I'll leave it down below. And I'm just going to pop this in my waterline, but not taking it all the way in. And I have to really be careful when doing this because my eyes water really badly. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me turn off my ceiling fan. Okay, and so now I'm gonna go back in with this Makeup Geek palette and take this first shade that I started out with and smudge this underneath. And now I'm going to go back in with this Colourpop and go back in with these two shadows here. And of course I'm going back into this, it's my Raye palette, and I'm going to take the purple shade and smudge this. And make sure that your color that you smudge on the bottom meets your wing liner. Do not leave any space here, you all. Do not want to do that. And now I'm going to take this MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara, and I am going to wake up my bottom lashes. The little ones that I have here. And now I'm going to take this blush from Juvia's Place. This is in the shade Bella. And I'm going to pop this on my cheeks. It's such a pretty color. And so now for highlighter, I'm going to take this from Essence. This is actually not a highlighter, this is a blush, but I'm using it as a highlighter because it's just so pretty. Look at that. And I'm going to take this from Wet n Wild. This is a blush and highlighter duo, and this is the highlighter, and I'm just going to mix these two together on this Real Techniques brush and pop this here, the highest point of my cheek. Right here on my Cupid's bow. I love it right here. Around the perimeter. And if you want to be extra dramatic, on the tip of the nose. Now I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Studio liner and just with my liner brush. This is the MAC 210 brush. Just gonna get a little bit on here, and you see this little mole bump here? Yeah, just going to make my beauty mark. And of course, I'm going to go back in with this Juvia's Place liner, the brown one, and just fill in the areas of my brows where my foundation may have wiped it off in the process. Not too much. And this is why so many people do their brows at the end, but for some reason I just cannot. Like, I have to do my brows first. And last but not least are my lips. I'm going to take this Wet n Wild pencil, lip pencil, and line my lips here. And now I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow color, my lip color. And this is from Makeup Revolution. This is in the shade Matte Knockout 103. It's like a peachy color. And on top of it, I'm going to go in with this Makeup Geek plush. These are entire. I absolutely love these. I picked this up in Target, and this is in the shade Beach Bunny. Look how gorgeous that is. And these are like more of like a cream or something. It says plush matte. Absolutely gorgeous. And now I'm just gonna go back in with my concealer brush and just clean up the edges really softly. Yeah guys, so that is it for today's tutorial. Thank you so much for tuning in to my very first tutorial on my channel right here at Wake Your Face Beauty. I really appreciate all the love and support. And once again, a full list of everything that I use, all of the products will be listed down in the description box below. And I hope to see you all in the next video very, very soon. Thank you all so much. Mwah. Bye, guys.